Boris Johnson has deployed the Royal Navy to Jersey in the face of French threats to blockade its main port in response to a fishing dispute. Up to 60 French fishing boats are threatening to block access to St Helier, angry at a lack of access to UK fishing waters post-Brexit. In a sign of just how seriously the Prime Minister is taking the threat, he held crunch calls this evening on how to combat the unjustified threats from Paris. French fisheries have accused the UK and Jersey of being slow in issuing licenses to catch fish within their waters. Yesterday, France's Maritime Minister Annick Girardin sided with the country's fisheries and warned it was ready to take retaliatory measures, including threatening to cut off electricity supply to the Channel Island. Jersey receives 95% of its electricity from France through 3 undersea cables. This evening Mr. Johnson held talks with the Chief Minister of Jersey, Senator John Le Fondre, and the Minister of External Affairs, Ian Gorst, about Britain's response to the escalating situation. A Downing Street spokesman said, this evening the Prime Minister spoke to the Chief Minister of Jersey, Senator John Le Fondre, and the Minister of External Affairs, Ian Gorst, about the prospect of a blockade of St Helier. The Prime Minister and Chief Minister stressed the urgent need for a de-escalation in tensions and for dialogue between Jersey and France on fishing access. The Prime Minister underlined his unwavering support for Jersey. He said that any blockade would be completely unjustified. As a precautionary measure, the UK will be sending 2 offshore patrol vessels to monitor the situation. They agreed the UK and Jersey governments would continue to work closely on this issue. Britain is seeking a meeting with France to discuss concerns over fishing in an attempt to de-escalate the situation. Jersey claims that of the 41 boats which sought licenses under the new post-Brexit rules, all but 17 had provided the evidence required and had been issued with licenses. The Channel Island has also said it is willing to give more time to help fisheries provide the necessary documents to be granted licenses. Mr. Gorst told Radio 4's Today program this morning, the trade deal is clear, but I think there has been some confusion about how it needs to be implemented, because we absolutely respect the historic rights of French fishermen to fish in Jersey waters as they have been doing for centuries. Meanwhile, Tobias Ellwood MP slammed France's shameful behavior and pleaded for calm. The ex-defense minister added, it would be wise to dispatch a Royal Navy offshore patrol vessel to the area to observe and report. Responding to threats from France to cut off the electricity and block supplies arriving via the port, he added, this is not the first threat that the French have made to either Jersey or the United Kingdom since we are into this new deal. It would seem disproportionate to cut off electricity for the sake of needing to provide extra details so that we can refine the licenses. Express.co.uk understands Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab and Trade Minister Greg Hans confronted their French counterparts today about the tensions. Jersey Electricity tweeted today to reassure customers on the island about its electricity supply amid concern from residents. It said, following inquiries from our customers regarding the French fishing dispute, JE can reassure customers that in the unlikely event electricity supplies from France are disrupted, Le Colette Power Station in Queen's Road has capacity to supply Jersey's electricity requirements. The threat from fishermen to blockade St Helier is not the first time France has protested about post-Brexit rules. Last month fisheries blocked UK-landed fish from arriving at Boulogne-sur-Mer, Europe's largest seafood processing centre. As many as 80 fishermen set off flares and built a barricade to stop trucks from reaching their destination. They also hung a sign that read, "You want to keep your waters? Okay. So, keep your fish."